Statistical hypothesis testing is about testing alternatives. In this case, does H2O have an effect or does it not have an effect? By testing the two opposing hypotheses, we can see which one is more correct. Is it more correct? Do we retain the null hypothesis, or do we go with the hypothesis that says H2O works? Secondly, I do have some concerns. I have concerns with the testing that charlatan services carried out. They obviously have a vested commercial interest in steering the results in a way that favors them. Also, it seems suspicious. It seems suspicious. Just the name, charlatan services. That can't be a good sign. We have two options here. The first hypothesis is that H2O has no effect. The second one is that yes, H2O does have an effect. But if H2O has no effect, its mean weight should be the same as the non-affected fish. There's no change, there's no difference, no effect. But in order to test this, we need to find the standard deviation of the general population of fish, the fish not injected with H2O. But we weren't given this figure. We don't know what this number is. But luckily we can use the standard deviation from the H2O fish as part of our equation. The sample size is 100, which isn't huge, but it's enough. It's reasonable for our estimation. So to get the standard deviation that we need, we do a quick equation. It's the sample standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. Ultimately, this gives us 0.084. And we're going to use this number in our second calculation, finding the z-score. To find the z-score, we subtract the original fish weight from the enhanced fish weight, and then divide that by the number that we just found. So the fish's weights, the standard deviation, and this gives us a result of 0.952 as z-score. This is less than one standard deviation from the mean, and that's not much. Using the 68, 95, 99.7 rule that you can be found on normal distributions, this tells us that there is a 68% chance of a fish weighing 22.81 kilograms without the addition of H2O. So I'm not confident that H2O has a real effect. If there was only, say, a 5% or 1 in 20 chance of fish weighing 2.81 kilograms, then I would be prepared. I would be confident to say H2O does have an effect. But there's already a 68% chance that a fish will weigh 2.81 kilograms, so I think the effect is very minimal, if any. Charlatan services provided a 95% confidence interval, and that's the equivalent of saying that 95 out of 100 experiments they run were correct. But I don't care about experiments that have been run in the past. I care about this experiment done right now, this experiment right now. And charlatan services confidence interval allows that 5 out of 100 experiments could be complete nonsense, as long as the other 95 are correct, and that does not make me feel confident. In summary, no, I don't think it is wise to go with H2O by charlatan services. They claim, they're very proud that it makes their fish grow to 2.81 kilograms. That's the mean. But even without H2O, there's a 68% chance that fishes will grow to that size, to that weight. So I don't think it's necessary. The confidence interval doesn't inspire confidence in me. And of course they have a commercial vested interest. So between all these factors, no, not a good idea.